Um, so back like 2 or 3 years ago, Elon Musk and basically the Tesla board of directors, during one of their earnings calls or quarterly calls or whatever it is, they basically came out and said, all right, we've put together this compensation package for Elon, depending on milestones. And so he's going to get this much vested options, which are, the option to buy shares in the company at a very low price, basically a negligible price. So we're going to vest Elon a bunch of these options based on milestones that he is able to hit for the company. And Elon blew all of those milestones out of the water, made the company profitable, valuation 100x over the last few years. Tesla's been super successful. He's created lots of value for investors, as well as just creating a profitable car company in the United States. Very, very hard thing to do. Okay. That option package, when exercised, would have been effectively $56 billion given to Elon Musk. So they were basically going to give him $56 billion worth of stock. And there was basically a shareholder. I think it was a class action. I don't know exactly how the lawsuit was structured, but you can get any shareholder. If you have like one share in the company, you can essentially work with a law firm to create this lawsuit. And that's what happened. A law firm basically approached a very small investor in Tesla and said, hey, like, we think this compensation package is unlawful, and we think that we can basically get the state of Delaware to negate this compensation package for Elon. And so this lawsuit was filed years. And I think just last year, it was basically nullified by the state of Delaware. There was this whole lawsuit that happened, and Elon Musk's $56 billion compensation package was effectively evaporated after him creating like, dude, he literally built $1 trillion company. Like, Tesla was valued over $1 trillion for a while. The car company became profitable. They've made strides on all this stuff, and this court was able to decide that this compensation package was unjustified or not allowed, or there wasn't like enough shareholder consent or something. I don't know what the ruling was, but and obviously now the Tesla board is trying to get that compensation revived again for Elon. Like, there's a push to try to get it revived, and there's kind of just a question right now, like, should CEOs be able to get these crazy compensation packages? Like, if they're even like, if it's based in stock, like, should they be allowed to get, billions of dollars worth of comp? If it's based in cash, obviously most people think it's not allowed, but if it's based in stock, like, everybody's winning. Shareholders are winning. If you're getting huge, if the shares that you're going to be getting in your compensation are worth way, way more, that means all of your investors are also winning in addition to you as the CEO. And so it's kind of this question of like, should Elon Musk be able to get this multi-billion dollar compensation, $56 billion? Think about that. Imagine getting a $56 billion check in compensation. But in this case, it's stock. So I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that's legit? Do you think that's good, or do you think it's annoying that happened?
Well, they shouldn't have promised it if, like, I mean, if you're Elon, you're like, hey, I worked for this or whatever, and I deserve this because it was promised to me, and now I'm not getting it. So, is that something he's upset about? Is that something he vocalized, or, I mean, what's his stance in this?
Well, here's the genius of Elon. I don't think Elon has made any public statements about this. I
Okay.
don't think he's actually addressed this at all.
Yeah.
Maybe he has, but I feel like not addressing it is a really smart move for him, because either way he addresses it, it just won't come off great to either side of the sort of opinions, right?
Yeah.
Just, I mean, I get it. I would agree. I don't think I think Elon is being robbed here. I think this is dumb. Like, I mean, if
It's just
he
like,
created a lot of value for investors and created a profitable company. It's the company is profitable. It's not like a vaporware company, like lots of tech startups where like they get way overvalued. They're trading at crazy multiples and they don't even have a product and they're not profitable. That's not what Tesla is. He's done the impossible. He's created not only another profitable car company in the US, which again, there's only been two that have happened, Chrysler and Ford. Okay. Chrysler went bankrupt. Ford is the only profitable US car company right now outside of Tesla. He did the impossible. EV, which everybody thought wasn't possible, and a car company in the U. Like he launched a car company and now it's profitable. He did the impossible. He should absolutely get a crazy reward for that because that's a really hard thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, is the whole argument behind this like, hey, we can't give billionaires more money. Let's take it away from him. Why?
That's basically it.
Because it seems like the right thing to
People
do. Like,
No, that's what it is. They think like, oh, like this is unprecedented. No CEO ever gets no executive should get
yeah,
this massive type of bonus. Like this is just crazy. It's way too much. It's not good for investors. It's not good for shareholders. So there's like a fiduciary
yeah,
negligence that's kind of being
yeah.
that's
It's
the
like
accusation.
when have you seen like a national international car company just pop up and become like super dominant on the roads? Like never. Like come on, dude, this is insane. Like that's an insane
Yeah.
business growth.
I mean, it's only happened in Asia. There's been lots of Japanese auto companies. I know China has lots of successful car companies, but I don't think they're global, or at least they're not in the U.S. There's no like Chinese car companies that are in the U.S.
Yeah,
But
it's just
yeah,
wild. I mean,
and
Tesla's an
he's kind of done
unprecedented
the
company. So yeah, it's an unprecedented package. So yeah.
and also, I mean, there's just so much. There's so much value that's been created there. I find it to be like in the fact that it's options. It's not cash. It's not cash compensation. It's options, meaning like I'm giving you a certificate in the company as
Yeah.
your own bonus. It's not, so like
Yeah.
if it's a really big bonus, that's because you as the executive were able to make those shares valuable, right?
Yeah.
So I just find it to be kind of crazy that this is being taken away, but
Yeah.
um
I
yeah.
kind of
So
would side with Elon in this. Like, I don't care. Like, what do I want the 56 billion? Like, I didn't earn it. Like, give it to him. I don't know. He did it. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't know.
yeah. I mean, as
Yeah.
a Tesla shareholder, I want the CEO of Tesla to be heavily incentivized. I want them to
Yeah.
be heavily incentivized to make their options worth a lot of money because that makes me
Yeah.
as a shareholder win, right? I win if
Yeah.
that happens.
Yeah.
So
Oh, and
it's kind of stupid. They're applying this really weird lens to something that I think like, I mean, it makes sense to me. It's like you're giving this executive shares in the company as their bonus. You're giving them more ownership, meaning if you can make my ownership stake more valuable, then your ownership stake will be increased and that will also be valuable. It's not like your traditional like GM executives are getting $20 million bonuses, cash bonuses just by hitting certain milestones. That's so different than giving shares, giving them like Elon getting shares in the company um, as a bonus. I just think this is so silly that it's being scrutinized. I think it's dumb.